The warm welcome, I would like to welcome Kari Savolainen from NeduAi, and Kari will talk about modernizing employment services through their solutions. So, welcome, Kari.
Thank you. Try to get the pages, hopefully. So usually I use PC and now I use Mac, so I'm in deep trouble, but hopefully this works as it should be. Then I still need the presentation. Not here. Maybe it's now full screen. Okay, good. Testing, good. So my name is Kari Savolainen. I'm the founder and COO of NeduAi. We're a Finnish company working with municipalities, unemployment funds, universities, and creating this talent recognition solution called NeduAi. Basically, everything is about smart profiling. So I'm going to speak a little bit about the kind of AI usage, what we need to have, what we need to do to be able to use it in a meaningful and effective way. And then I'm going to show our solution. So why AI in employment services? It's quite clear. Roger gave us a really good insights early on, and these are basically just summing up the same things. So we know that the work kind of market in Finland, we are in almost record high unemployment rates at the moment. We have a lot of immigrants, workforce is there, but we cannot, for some reason, get them employed. And what we need to do, we actually need to somehow level up the thing that, okay, there is a language barriers, and then there is a skills, and then there is different professions. So we need to find a way that we actually deliver equal opportunities for everyone. And as we can see already in the data, there's a lot of skills mismatches. There's a lot of education happening that people are getting out of the universities, and then they are in Eastern Finland, for example, and there is no professions or no open positions to work there. So they need to move outside, usually in Southern Finland, or then they move even outside of Finland. And what we kind of see is that AI can actually deliver a lot of the things within the automation and within the matching areas. And this is what we try to do with NeduAi. And there is like few things: faster profiling, better matching, and personalized guidance. And this is our solution for it. So we have created a solution to kind of digitize your talent profile. So we have the CVs, of course, already, and we have LinkedIn profiles, but we want the data to work for the individuals. So what we come up with is a solution which allows users to basically fill out their forms or fill out their skill profile with conversational AI. So it's on the right side of the screen. And by doing that, let's see if the Zoom works. It works. So you can have the conversations with the AI. You can fill out your talent profile. And by doing that, we can structure the data in a way that we can actually automate a lot of the things that is needed to apply for the jobs, or create CVs, or create the cover letters, as Roger showed. So we have a lot of similar functionalities, but it's packaged in a different way, I would say. It works with 30 languages, and the solution works with 4 languages. So it's Finnish, Swedish, English, and Russia. But the communication side works with almost all of the languages. And what it actually does is that when you have filled out your profile, when you have created your profile in the system, you can really easily add data in your solution profile. You can add skills, you can add experiences, passions, as was mentioned. You can always see what there is about to add. So when you ask something that, hey, please add my skill set or add this, or I was working as a carpenter in somewhere, it usually gives you a suggestion and you can decide whether you want to add them into your profile or whether you want to decline the addition. And also if you are adding like, let's say, work experience, most of us don't want to write down everything, or at least I don't want to write down anything. I'm having a dyslexic issues with writing. I forgot words and so on. So it's really easy to kind of check out the descriptions. And if it doesn't have a description, you can ask from the chat that, hey, I only add the carpenter and the years. Could you add the basic description for the job role? And then it helps you to write it down. And then you can add it to your profile. So really these kind of fast ways to allow the users to actually create their profiles to be better matched in the job market. The other version is a career advisor. We are calling it at the moment free chat because we are building these models individually with organizations. So it depends which organization wants to work with us. They usually have different demands. That is it job market details? Is it some kind of interview sessions? Is it some kind of knowledge about their internal processes and so on? But it's designed for communication. And for a very, very long time, about a year, we tried to tackle all of these with one chat, but we realized that it's impossible. So if you're talking about, I'm a carpenter and I would like to be an astronaut, and what should I do, and where is the school, and and you start to apply the data, the chat forgets what you are talking about, and it's like, okay, you want to work as an astronaut, there is no jobs. Or and then it's like, okay, it's not working. So we need to keep the dreaming and the kind of conversational side out of the filling the profile, and that is the reason why we kind of divide the two portions. And what we are actually working at the moment with our clients is that we try to make the service providing automated also in the chat. So when you are talking about education, when you are talking about that you want to achieve a AI certificate or whatever, if we have it connected in our database, we can give it kind of automatically served through the chat. So it's really interesting concept that we are working on. We started from Finland. We are still in Finland, but we have built the solution in a way that you can basically connect it to any country. For example, in Brussels, we can connect your job boards if you have those, and basically get the offerings inside the solution. And right now, as we are working from Finland and in Finland, we have Työmarkkinatori and Jobly work offerings as a material here. So basically you can see the details from the jobs, you can see the matching from the jobs, how well you are equipped with the particular role that is offered for you. And these are always aligned to the profiles, as you mentioned, that if you give the information, you have more in-depth details and kind of matching explanations. So it's really crucial that when we do these matches, it's not just like showing the skills that, hey, yeah, you don't have the tools or you don't know how to use computer, and that gives like really bad feeling for the users. So we need to explain that, hey, this is the reason why your match is probably not the 100%, but you are so close and you might have forgot to add some of these key skill sets that the role is requiring. And after you have done these skill assessments, you can create the CVs, and we have few different forms here. We started with, I think, 4. Now we have around 12. And the reason why we have so many is actually that some of the profiles have so many skills that it doesn't make sense to have a certain design. So it's like a 1 meter long word list, which doesn't make any sense. And this is also what we try to figure out with AI. So if you are applying for a certain job, There is no need to show that I'm a really good cook or I can play guitar in my home if you are searching for I don't know, the astronaut job. So just showing the main skills that are meaningful for the positions. Our current partnerships, we started our work from University of Xamk. We connected educational programs from the university students to job market and the job market barometer to be able to show them that what are the industries that they want to go, what are the professions that they should apply after the studies. And by doing that, we enabled them to actually check out their fit to the job market, because most of the students was not having really good job experience yet. They're usually young people. They might have been working in somewhere, but if they're looking for expert role, like let's say some kind of a IT expert or like higher education roles in the job market, their existing work experience was from customer service in some shop. So it's not aligned at all. And this is what we came up with. And from there, we started to work with work regions. And now we're actually working with the biggest collaboration right now is with Akassa and with Turun työllisyysalue. So as we also have worked with Vantaa, we've been trying to tackle like a lot of different key areas with smaller municipalities and cities and also the larger ones. So try to see what is the best fit and what is the kind of best version of NeduAi that we can provide. And that is going to lead us to the case example. So as you saw, we have been working with the individual side. We have a lot of the functionalities covered. People can look for jobs, they can apply there, they can fill out their profiles, they can have career advisor conversations, they can practice interviews and so on. But what we realized that the organizations that are working with us, they are actually not needing necessarily the automation for the individual side, but they're more looking for automation to their own tasks. And because we are gathering so much data from the smart profiles, we decided to start to create this solution called työllisyysapuri. So it's a kind of wide level version of NeduAi that is designed entirely for unemployment fund called Akassa. And this solution allows them to basically do the talent pool managing and also the resource managing for their own mikä on jäsen? Members. Yeah. Good to have a language school here also. Yeah. And as we started, like we have started already like 2024 autumn, we started to build the organizational side. But when we started to do things, there was a lot of lessons learned. So we thought that, yeah, we are ready and we are a startup and we can figure out everything. And this is the new big thing in Finland. Welcome and get the investors. Yeah, it was not like that. So there's a lot of development, a lot of errors, a lot of these kind of assumptions that we felt that, okay, the organizations are needing, but yeah, it didn't fit perfectly in the workflow. So start small. This is really good instruction. If you are starting to use these profiling solutions, have a kind of concrete, as Roger were working these groups and so on. So have concrete target group that you're working with. That's really important because then you can actually provide the value for them. Learn fast means that if something is not working, it doesn't mean that it's broken. It means that you need to do it probably in a different way. So don't be too stubborn. And I'm, as a software developer, company presenter, I have the best ideas, but it's not like the customers have actually the best ideas, and we need to lean on those and be flexible when we kind of try to do the innovation to work in actual real life situations. And then the support first. AI is an assistant. It is a guide-giving solution, but it's not the whole solution. So there is no idea to automate the whole job application process that people just click that apply for us and that's it. Or even the kind of service automation. So we need to keep the humans in a loop, exactly as mentioned earlier, to be sure that the services and the kind of guidance that we are giving is actually the thing that we want to achieve. So if it would be coming totally from Gemini or ChatGPT or whatever the large language model is that we are using, there is a big risk that it's outdated data or it's somewhat not aligned for the help that the end users are looking for. And yeah, scale with confidence. That's really good. So when we found a working models, when we found a working solution, usually we started to market it internally, sending these marketing emails and sending also videos. So we probably created like 11 different videos how to use NeduAi, and it's always like from the scratch because there are so many changes coming. So it's, yeah, I'm a really good video producer by now. Was not, but now I am. So yeah, you can make those orders later on. This is how työllisyysapuri is looking like at the moment. It works both on mobile and desktop. There's a reason why I'm showing it on desktop is that there's a lot of stuff here. So when people are landing with the mobile phone, they see only these 6 cards, which are the basic shortcuts for the particular service that they are implying. But the dashboard is showing basically everything. So we are showing the main things that they need to go. We are showing the ability to create the CVs fast, of course, but then we are showing the resources that are targeted towards the user. And these are all changing, so depends if you are not interested in marinary, this is like a ship something, ship education. So it's not shown to you. So basically it's all about your profile, what is shown and what is not. And then the other part is the talent pool management. And this is really powerful for the organization. So we can show a lot of the things that are here, like who has done, this is in Finnish. Oh, okay. What kind of activities the profile has done, how many resources they have checked through, when is the last date that they were active, are they active now or not? So we can kind of show a lot of the knowledge from just the listing mode, and when they click it, they can see the whole public profile, so they can kind of dig deep into the person's information if they want to. And also the resource management can be labeled really accurately, like what are the target groups, if they are part of some unions, and so on. And by doing this, we allow the kind of matching automation happening in the background. I'm speaking super fast. I try to be slower, but we're going to go to the live solution soon. So some numbers in the työllisyysapuri for now. We started in April. Basically, summer was super quiet, but afterwards, we currently have 1,200 users. Monthly usage is around 250 users who are active at the moment. And from the last like 3 weeks, I checked that applications kind of moved to the last page, which is moved to the application side in our solution. So we are not automating the whole spectrum, but there's like 147 applications created within the last month. And this is some kind of a short distribution of the audience. So we have over 20 unions there represented. The construction union is largest, and then is the Teollisuusliitto, which is, what is it in English? Yeah, trade union. So those are the 2 biggest entities that are represented in the audience of työllisyysapuri. And then the age distribution is actually really interesting. So as we are looking at the numbers, over 50 years old is the highest amount. So even if we would think that AI solutions and automated job applications and so on would be used by younger generation and so on, the stats are showing different things, which was really interesting for us also. We've been thinking that we are like targeting for 30-year-old max, yeah, the young ones, but it wasn't the case. And this is actually affecting a lot of the functionalities that we are thinking and creating. So we cannot make them too difficult to use, but they need to be meaningful. They cannot be these kind of cool gimmicks that maybe we have a TikTok video or whatever there and people are like engaged with that. So they need to be like really strict and well thought to put in the actual process of applying for jobs or new skills. And yeah, this is the future that we are building. So as we have the administrative tools, as we have the talent pool and smart profile, we need to make it work. And this is what we are building at the moment with work reachers and also with Agasa people. So we are creating this assistant for the career advisors or the administrative workers. And the idea is to provide same kind of value for them that we are providing for individuals. So they can ask to match candidates if they have some kind of job openings, they can recommend training, and everything is done, but it's kind of a, how to say, it works from a different side of the spectrum. So it's not for the individuals per se, but it's for the administrators to help them to find the perfect matches for certain services. And by doing this, we can actually achieve the kind of usability rates that we are looking for, because if we can keep the value for the administrative side, we can get them to basically, mikä on suositella? Recommend the solution for the applicants. So it's a kind of a get and get situation then. So yeah, I'm really excited. And the first version is coming out this year, so there's only 2 weeks left. So let's see what happens. Maybe in January you can use it also. I tried to list down a few things. Maybe the biggest challenge is what we have found when we are talking with new clients, new employment regions, new recruitment companies is a cultural shift. So a lot of the people are looking AI that it's an enemy or it's really kind of a how to say, it's kind of additional thing into the processes. And we need to make the cultural shift to be happening from the government down. So we already were in Eduskunta, talk with the work minister to get these things done, because they are not opening the API services for private health companies. So we need to make that happening. So we do the kind of politics aside so we can get things working better. But I think that the data governance and transparency and the whole kind of GDPR compliancy, that's really well thought, at least in Finland. We need to go like strict procedures, and the pages are so long, and we need to basically call to Google that can you give us next and next and next document that we are able to prove that we are kind of compliant in the system. And then the digital readiness, the staff training is basically key component. It doesn't matter which organization we are going, we always think that, okay, now it's covered because the earlier organization knows how to use it. But it's not. Like, there's so many ways to understand digital solutions. So we need to try to make it like step-by-step solution. And there is always another way. So people are thinking differently from the digital solutions. And this is the reason why we created these shortcuts. So we were thinking that people could find I will show it, the menu, and they can go here, but they don't know where the menu is, even though it is here. So we needed to create these boxes to enable them the faster navigation. So it's really kind of a customer-driven process in total. And yes, we cannot expect that AI is doing all of the work automatically, as I already mentioned. So maybe this is the kind of thing that leans also the ethics and oversight, that how we can see the things, how we can monitor them, how we can check out the activities, and what we can actually do that if there is a leak in the data system, or is there anything to do with it. So these are the big questions that we need to figure out with each organization, and also at the government level. Data, handling the data, and yeah, it's basically just repetitive um, communication about those things. So I'm really keen to work on this challenge. I'm really keen to figure out the best solution, and I truly feel that we are kind of close to it. But yeah, we will see. I can show you the basics of NeduAi now because I still have a bit of time. So let's go. Or can I? How to go out of the full screen mode? Here it is. Okay. Ehkä. Ehkä, maybe. Let's see. And then if we can, hopefully it's connected. I will delete all of the data so we can start from scratch. So basically after signing in, the users are landing into the page looking like this. I try to zoom this a bit. So we have all of the resources here. We can check all the tabs. There are different things for webinars, for entrepreneurship, support for employment. If there is some kind of funds or something that you could benefit from, you can search all of them here. And if we want to just check out the workplaces, we can click the Työpaikat, which is job offerings in English. And hopefully this is connected. Yes, it is. So it shows directly all of the job positions available for me that would be the best matches according to the matching algorithm. And if I open one of these, I can check the details. So here is the basic description of the job place, and my profile is actually quite well equipped because I demo so much with it. It's not that I know all of these things, or I know all of these things. I can maybe claim it. Maybe I should do the translations in English so people would understand better. Let's go back. Was this probably? So yeah. Okay, now it doesn't do the translation. So this is a good demo effect. I don't know where is the refresh button, but hopefully it refreshes itself sometime. Okay, and here we can see the matching. We can see there's some kind of explanation how well I'm matched with the actual job place or the offering. And then we can create the application. And if I click the create application button, it shows me more in-depth details that how well I'm fit into this particular job place. And if I want to apply these new skills, I can click these and it automatically applies these to my profile. If I only can click these, okay, I could. And then if I want to add these and then create the CV, I just click the add and create CV. And here it states that you can create it with multiple different languages. And let's use English. No, I was about to use Finnish, but let's use English. So what it does now, it goes through to my profile It applies all the kind of knowledge and compares it to the job offering, and it creates me the application letter, and then it creates me the CV template. And now it's in English because I asked it to be English, but we can always edit these, and this is really important also to notice that I cannot zoom it, but you can see it actually. Yeah. So we have divided the personal data portion. It's divided in the database, it's divided in our profiles. So all of the things that you can see here created by AI is in different boxes also. So you can be kind of certain that it doesn't apply anything here. And all of the things that it uses for AI is the skill knowledge that we have in our profile. We can change the format, the template, and of course the coloring if you want to. And similarly, we can do the resumes. So here you can see what I talk about, the super long skill set. So yeah, it's a long journey to read my CVs if I send it with this. But yeah, this is, yeah, now it's a bit shorter, but there's a different templates. You can change the images, and you can even delete these. So if you don't want to have something in the CV, you can just edit it manually, and you can delete like a certain experience or certain education, certain skill sets, whatever. You can basically do the adjustments before you print them out. And if you're satisfied with the thing, you can then download the documents and go to the application page. And this is the K-kauppa that you were talking about. Lucky me. Maybe I will apply for there. Yeah. So this is the basic solution how Nedu works. Let's go back. Try to make it bigger. And after I've applied these, they will always be available. So if I now do a new application for new job places and everything, I have my applications here. So I have everything here kind of ready to print it out if I didn't do it at the first time. And then we have this educational part for AI. So when people are looking at these jobs, and if the AI matching is not good, we can imply here that, hey, I don't like this researcher job, and I like to be in, well, this is not so good example. I'm a university teacher and not a researcher, but you can basically choose which type of jobs you like, and the next time you come in, it remembers your preferences, and it offers you the jobs like that. So it's good in that sense. And here, if we want to try to add something, we can add skills as a presenter. Let's see. Okay, now I did some typo, but it understands. So it's a good fun for us who cannot write. So it understood that I want to add a skill as a presenter, and then I can click just apply to the profile, and it goes to my profile. And you can always go through this chat like whatever you have added here. So if I want to add a working experience, for example, as a carpenter that I mentioned, okay, that's a long period of time. Yeah, but I'm a really well-equipped carpenter. And now you can see what it says. So now it's like missing the company name, and start and end years are approximate. So I can add a company name. The company, I will click this, edit. So now it remembers it. The company is called Carpentry Oil, for example. And now it added this information. So it's really good when you are kind of forgetting something or wanting to add something. So it does everything kind of automatically and add them into your profile. The other thing is that we can ask from the free chat side. So if I go here, I will delete these earlier things. So if I want to add something here, I can ask that, hey, what are the most needed skills in carpenter job? So now it lists them. So we can see that there is a lot of different skill set. So I can basically have this conversation here, or then I can use it as like this. So I can just copy this, go back to the profile update, and then I can say that, hey, please add these to my profile. Now I forgot to add the copied the text. That this is a good way to show. Let me go back. I forgot the button, which is the... Okay, now it's adding those. So this is basically the way that we can do and use the AI. So we can ask a lot of things, we can communicate with it. And you were asking that, can we suggest some kind of skills, or can we talk about some passions or whatever? So we can truly have this conversation. This is really quick demo, but if you are using it as a kind of well thought process, you can do these kind of conversations and add those skills that are kind of there or shown to you through your earlier experience, for example. But yeah, I'm quite ready at the moment. Let's go back to the presentation so we can start to ask the questions, basically.
Yes. Thank you, Kari. There is one question, and maybe you already told us about it, but I'll ask it again. In order to match people with jobs, you have to have job offers. So where do you take these job offers from?
So yeah, that was quite early on. So we today we are applying those from Työmarkkinatori and Jobly, but we can basically integrate any job offering platform through the APIs. So yeah.
How would you describe this Työmarkkinatori and what was the other? Because here are people from Berlin.
Okay. Yeah, the Työmarkkinatori is basically the national job offering market in Finland. It has most of the open applications available, and it's also the official place where all the unemployed people need to register to find their jobs. So it's a crucial part when we try to work in Finland with municipalities and cities to enable us to do the kind of a clear communication with the job offerings and also with the unemployed people. And it's really well thought as a kind of work region based dividing or distribution of the workplaces. And the other one is Jobly. It's a privately held company, and it brings different type of jobs. So it's basically additional job board for us. And this is the thing that we wanted to do from early on. So we want to be in the official offerings, of course, use all of the official things that are available, but then we want to also kind of provide the different type of work so that people don't need to go to different web pages and look for the best job match.
Thank you. And there will be another question, but it went somewhere. What happened to it? Sorry, does anyone else have here? Because I somehow I lost you.
It was that, what is your pricing model for regional employment policy?
Good question. So we have this kind of starting fee where we collect all of the services, all of the data, all the onboarding instructions into the solution and do basically the labeling and the automations. So we have this kind of installing fee, and then we have monthly fee that is also done by kind of the administrator. So we have like one administrator and 100 unemployed profiles, like active profiles per month. It's 500 euros. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it goes there. So if you have like hundreds of administrators, it's of course a lot cheaper price.
Yeah, thank you. And now I found this another question. Matching transparency and quality. You emphasize that the matches need to be explained, not just scored. How do you design explanations so that they are honest about gaps, but still motivating rather than discouraging?
Really good question. That's like ongoing battle. The AI kind of capabilities are changing as we speak. So we have a lot of model changes, but how we have done this is that we have implemented the ESCO skill mapping there, basically all the profession descriptions, and then we have added the e-perusteet, which is the educational side of the things, and we do a combination of those to explain that what do you actually need, and we always try to also kind of match the skill set for the available offerings of the education. So it's done with AI, but it has like a lot of these small tackling points underneath how it's kind of doing the assessment, or how it's showing that, hey, you don't know the marketing enough, there is a course for you, or it's always tried to give the kind of best motivational answer.
Yeah, thank you. Here isn't any more, but maybe here in the room there are questions maybe.
No questions.
If not, yeah, you do have. Wait, just wait, because because of.
So my question is, how well does the job matching work if you are changing your career? So if your work history is not what you are actually applying for.
Yeah, we started from university, so we started from only the educational programs. That was kind of our first matching algorithms, and after that we only applied the work experience. So it's let's say that it's really accurate that what are the kind of professions that you can apply with the existing education that you have. If you don't have any education, it still kind of gets all the missing data from the CV. So if you can communicate with the chat, if you can add that you are well equipped, as you can have conversations, you can talk with people, you can do food, whatever, it can still kind of suggest you these kind of professions by that. But of course, then it shows that you are still missing these and these and these skills to be able to be like 100% match. So if you don't have any education or any job experience, then it basically states you the things that you have. But we support the kind of idea that if you know a lot of stuff, if you know a lot of things, you don't need to necessarily have the perfect education. Good
There
question.
is still one more, two more.
And actually, that comes from my background. My background is a mess. I'm a cook, I'm a warehouse worker, I'm a bachelor degree student. I managed to go out of that school also, but then I've been working like a lot of different careers. So I know the thing that I cannot explain, that I'm the university AI doctoral researcher entrepreneur. It's hard to do. Yeah.
And more questions. Following in that, when the tool suggests jobs or training, how do you handle situations where the algorithm keeps proposing like obvious options that the person does not want to have. Is there a way to incorporate individual preferences over time?
Yes, amazing question, and hopefully good answer also. We actually realized this from the customer feedback that we had during this autumn, fall, like past 2 months, and we are adding here, like we have now. I would open this maybe bigger so we can have the. So we have now experience, education, skills, interests, and recommenders. So now we are going to add an additional portion here, which is preferences, and there people can put their like kind of dream job or dream profession and these kind of things, or the locations, or the kind of job type if it's remote or things like that, and the salary rates also. So we can do more in-depth automation in the algorithms, because right now it's kind of mikä on ennustaa? Predicting the job offerings from your earlier experience and from the educational stuff and from the skill set that you have provided for the smart profile. So it's doing a lot of stuff outside of the work experience, but what it causes, because we don't have the preferences part yet, that it basically shows that if you are a captain, it will show you the captain jobs if you don't have any other information in your profile. But yeah, good question.
Yeah, good question. Thank you. And one more. How many software developers do you have in the company?
Wow, we had around 15. Currently, we have 8, three seniors and 5 juniors. But yeah, good amount. And now we are focusing more and more about the kind of business development side or this other stuff. So we have the solution developed, we have a lot of AI functionalities there, and that's kind of covered. So now we are focusing more on like how to measure the impact, how to bring the correct KPIs there, how to implement that on the algorithms, and it needs kind of different kind of skill set. So this is the next thing that we already managed to acquire in our company. So we are really kind of thrilled on a new hiring.
Thank you. And that was all from here. If there isn't any other questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.